ran as an independent. Of course, he lost. He did about 5,000 votes. That was amazing. And then he ran as a Republican the following year. While I was running his campaign, I would ask for information so he could be knowledgeable about the topic. And they gave me such a hard time getting these records, public records that belong to us. They're our records. I truly believe that they are keeping them. They belong to me. They belong to the school. And I got into one battle after another over open government, and it led to my involvement with the New Jersey Foundation for Open Government. I was involved with them before I joined the Watchdog Association. And it's just been a journey. You just, I tell people I am absolutely no one of any kind of importance. I have no political aspirations. I've really been spiritual. You have your eyes open. Something will happen in your life and your eyes will be open. Like Roxanne said, or was it you that was saying, people have no idea what their government is doing. And when your eyes are open to it, it's shocking. And it's frightening. It's scary. And I can tell you one thing, I'll guarantee this. It's not boring. It is better than anything on prime time or cable TV. It's like reality TV shows. The characters involved and the plots and I say I've met the worst of humanity and the best of humanity doing this. I've met the most amazing people. And, what keeps me so up? I mean, it's really a battle. I go to these meetings, it's very hostile. Selling the freeholders up there and all their political hacks that are in the audience, but saying things to me or, razzing me or whatever they're doing. So it's a very hostile environment. I don't think of personally. They're not attacking me, and I told them that. I stand at this microphone, and you say these horrible things to me, and you have me thrown out, but you're not throwing out the renna. It's not about me. I'm no one of importance. I'm somebody's wife. I'm somebody's mother. I'm somebody's aunt. I'm a cousin, a friend, a colleague. And anyone's mother, wife, sister, stood at that podium consistently and forced them to pay attention or to draw attention to what they are doing, they would attack them the same as they would say. So I can't honor myself with saying it's me that they're attacking. It's not. It's any citizen. I could be anyone. So I tell you everything that's going on. I cannot do that. Here all weekend. But join our email list. We do maintain a blog where we write about county issues, and we don't just make accusations either. Our information is backed up with documentation. It's fact-based. We don't, we do try and be funny sometimes. We have 3 or 4 people that write for our blog regularly, but we do try and be entertaining. But it's fact-based information. It's not propaganda or hate-filled information. So join our email list. Get on our email list from us. And you'll get our emails regularly, and you'll know what's going on in county government. And that's another issue, is the lack of media in Union County. Even when the Star Ledger was fully staffed, and they maintained an office within the county administration building, they never sent reporters to freeholder meetings. They did not cover the freeholder meetings. The only information you got at the county was generated by the county's extensive, they have 5 employees in their Office of Public Information. 5 employees. They had more staff than the Star Ledger, and they still do. The Star Ledger is non-existent now. But it's the same with the local papers. There's no information on Union County government. When you read about them in the local courts, they used to send a reporter, but they haven't done anymore. We don't see all fluff stuff about the county. You'll see photos, all the wonderful things they're doing. And sure, do they do wonderful things? Of course they do. They spend $1.5 million a day Did that answer your question?
Start.
Learning, family. Get on our email list, start paying attention. It's fascinating, really. It's not, politics are not boring. And I think the people that are here tonight know that because you pay attention and you're involved in your communities and care about the community. They are nothing but boring. And on a somber note, it's your responsibility. We each, as an American citizen, we value our democracy, but people take it for granted. Should not be taken for granted. It's our responsibility to protect it. Or else the bad guys are going to take over. And the first thing that happens when bad government takes over democracy is you lose your civil liberties. They become so powerful, so arrogant, that they will tell a citizen of the United States of America, you cannot say that. Here, at this public meeting, you are not allowed to say that. Arrogance and absolute power that they have is frightening. And we should, every single one of us, be scared to death of that. Because it's getting worse. I don't see it getting any better anytime soon. It's getting worse. I don't care if you're a Democrat, or Republican, and independent, or I have to say libertarian. I have a lot of libertarian friends. They get mad at me even now. I don't care what you are. We should all be holding our government accountable. Any other questions?